if it's not screw nailed down, they're going to f***ing take it. We have a serious problem with theft in this city. You know, it's not, at least it's not as bad as, you know, Chicago, you know, the world's biggest shooting range. And it sure as heck ain't as bad as, like, Portland, Oregon. That's a good one, eh? Yeah, Portland, Oregon. Yeah, let's you know, in the midst of all that rioting and, you know, all that turmoil going on and all that civil unrest, you know what? Hey, let's defund the police. Okay, so around here, yeah, it's not as bad as that, you know. It's not as bad as, say, Toronto or Vancouver, but here in Northern Ontario, we've had our share of, you know, some homicides. What else? Shootings are pretty rare. Yeah. It's not very often we have shootings around here. There has been some homicides, but it's mostly a lot of this theft and petty theft and other things, you know. It's just getting ridiculous around here. And yes, everyone knows about Bill C-75, the catch and release program, which is just not a good thing. Because, how's this work? You know, people that commit crime, you know, it's you can almost compare it to what they did in Chicago. No, not Chicago. California. Yeah. You go to California, and certain things that should be a crime, like shoplifting and other things that do victimize people, are considered misdemeanors. Right? So it's like you might have seen that video where a guy, he's in Walgreens or CVS, and he loads up a garbage bag full of product and rides his bicycle right out of the place. You've probably seen that one. Yeah. And I kid you not, some people, what they do is they stand there with a calculator making sure they don't steal any more than $950. Yeah, before they start stealing shit. Okay, they just stand there with a calculator looking at all the products, and they do a tally to make sure it's not over $950, because anything under theft under $950 is a misdemeanor. Now, when we look at Bill C-75, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. You just enable the criminal, because here's what they do. It's this catch and release program they got going on. So let's say the cops show up, they get called somewhere because somebody's trying to break into some place. They get there, and they don't bring them to the station and throw them in jail. No, they do the paperwork right on the spot. Okay, so they hand them their notice to appear in court and let them go. Or they might drive them home and say, now, you stay home and behave. Right. And I kid you not. In some cases, the cops get called 2 hours later to show up at the same place and see the same person or find the same person doing the same thing, breaking into the same place. I kid you not. Jesus. Yeah. Gotta really hate when the cops interrupt your break and enter, eh? Yeah. Glad they're gone. Now I can continue with what I'm doing. Now, what this is doing is, well, first of all, we know that you got the drug problem as well. So you get people that steal stuff to support their drug habit. We get it. Yeah, we know about that. Okay. Now, the smart way to do that would be to steal things like, you know, go to the Source or Walmart, steal electronic devices, high-end devices or stuff, and, you know, and get a good buck for that if you sell it. You know, and you got $80 or maybe $100 for some drugs or $50, whatever. Yeah, we get it. But the thing is, what we have is habitual thieves. This is the point I'm making around here. What this has led to, we have people that will steal things of no value. See, there's a lot of property theft, you know, like, yeah, I mean, like, you go on our local Facebook page, and people, it's almost every day you see somebody posting a picture of, like, they take a picture of a bicycle that's been ditched somewhere, and, well, which is good because that way, you know, you can see, oh, that's my bicycle, go back and get it, or go get it before someone else does. You know, so what these people do is they'll steal a bicycle, even if it's a kid's bike, steal it, ride it, and ditch it, just for the sake of stealing. It's like, oh my God. Okay, so now I can see stealing to make money, so for drugs, but what's going on, and the point I'm making is the fact that it's just, this has led to people being habitual thieves. It's almost like the broken window theory. Now, the broken window theory is when it works like this. When you see, say, a part of the city, and you see the buildings, broken windows, boarded up windows, and it looks like it's crime ridden. What this does is people see what looks like it's crime ridden, and it influences people into committing crime. Okay? Their environment influences them into that. This, on the other hand, is kind of the same thing, except I guess it's like the longer this existing premise prevails, the more it will cause people to assert themselves to that premise, such as just stealing just for the heck of it. And that's what it seems like around here. Habitual theft. It's as if people just steal for the heck of it, just because they can. I mean, like, stuff from your yard, your potted plants. They'll walk up, even in the middle of the day, even middle of the afternoon, they'll walk into your yard and steal your potted plants. What are you gonna get money for that? No, you're not. You know, or anything in your yard that, you know, that looks nice, like, you know, those lights, those solar powered lights you plant into the lawn. You know, if somebody steals a bunch of those, you think you're going to get a bunch of money for that? You think you're going to get enough for drugs? No, you're not. This is the problem we have around here, and it's getting ridiculous. They'll just steal anything just for the sake of stealing. So yeah, the point I'm making is it's led to habitual theft. Yeah. They steal anything, even in the middle of the day. And you know what? I'm beginning to wonder if it's worth having cameras. You might have a ring cam, okay, and then the person's face is caught on camera, and then sometimes they'll try to cover that lens so you can't see them, but their face has already been caught on camera, and they don't care. And you could post it onto your local Facebook group, the person's face, you know, watch out for so-and-so because he's known criminal around here. And what good does it do? It seems like it just doesn't do any good, okay? Because they don't care. Or you could have security cameras on your wall, on your front porch. If it's in reach, you know what they're gonna do? Steal it, yeah. And one thing they like to do is knock on your door. Even if they know they're getting caught on film, they'll walk up your house, knock on your door, ring the doorbell, okay, just to see if anybody's home. If you do come to the door, they'll make up some lame excuse like, oh, my friend so-and-so here. It's like, no, get the effing hell out of here, asshole. What they're doing is checking to see if you're home, and if you don't answer the door, well, guess what they're going to do? They will break into your house, or your garage, or your tool shed, and steal whatever they can. Yeah. So yeah, it's not just theft and theft for profit around here. The point I'm making is it's getting so bad that it's causing habitual theft and stealing things for no reason. Stealing stuff that has zero value to it. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Or maybe not.